I am to the point right now where I am seriously packing my backpack for the Camino. I will finish the second half of my Camino Frances, and then I think I'm going to do the Portuguese. I'm going to take the train down to Lisbon and then walk back north from Lisbon back up to Santiago de Compostela. And my backpack's right there, and I think it's 95% packed. And I have stuff in my closet that still needs to go into it, a couple things. And the other thing is I just want to share with newbies pretty much what to bring and what not to bring. On my fourth day, I think I was in Arcos, maybe. A friend of mine and I sat down with my backpack. She kept saying, "You're carrying way too much stuff." So we sat down with my backpack and inventoried everything and basically divided out everything that I didn't need. And I mailed it home, and it was literally the volume of, 2 basketballs of stuff that I shipped home that I didn't need. And that day, my Camino got a lot more fun. Seriously, I just got rid of tons of weight, and I had a monocle. I just left it behind. It was something that Brierly suggested to have a monocle, but it's like there's this mass to it, heavy mass to it. That's just like, what the hell am I carrying this for? So I'm gonna drag my backpack up. So somehow my video last night got screwed up when I went through my pocket here. So this is the head pocket of my backpack, and I want to show you everything that I have in it. Oh, and something that's not in here right now that will be included will be a bar soap, toothbrush, toothpaste, maybe a little bottle of shampoo, but I think a bar soap will do just fine for me, and meds. Okay, so those things will be added, and they're not in there right now. I'm leaving in a month. A month from today, actually. I'm flying into Barcelona. It is, what is it, it's April 17th, and I'm leaving on May 15th. It's exactly a month by the calendar weeks. Okay, so one of the things, in case you need them, you might not, but I am an ex-smoker, and I have problems with my sinuses at the drop of a hat, and if I run into a dusty day somewhere out there, I don't know where, but if that should happen, I have these available. And these have saved my life a bunch of times. So when I did the first half of my Camino Frances, I used this once, just before I went up the hill to Gragnon. And it looked like everybody and their dog had also done the exact same thing in the exact same place. So, but the other thing is I might find a half a roll instead of a whole roll just for weight. And it's not that big of a difference, but everything counts. Everything counts. First aid kit. Neosporin plus pain. Q-tips. This roll, this is one of those semi-sticky, semi-expandable things that you wrap your leg with if you need it. And you might need it, so think about getting 1 or 2 of these. And you can buy them in Spain too, at the pharmacy. And there's pharmacies everywhere. I've got Band-Aids, Compeed for blisters. I need a sewing kit. I don't have a sewing kit in here, and I need a tiny little sewing kit. So keep that in mind. Sewing needles and thread. And you might need the sewing needles to lance blisters. So that's the point. Okay? This could save the day. It's just a single strap. It weighs almost nothing. You might need this. This thing. This is worth its weight in gold. You can hike with it. You can, navigate the dark albergue early morning if you need to. So have one of these. And hiking before sunrise, looking for the yellow arrows on Maria Flecha. This will come in handy. Spare laces, right? I will be in hiking boots. My Merrells, not Merrells, I hate Merrells. I never said that. I hate Merrells. my Loa Trekkers. Ask me someday why I hate Merrells. I'll tell you, Merrells are junk. They, you know, do this little thin plastic molded sole, and you wear it out in 50 feet, and then the bottoms of your feet are being pierced by sharp rocks. They're junk. Just junk. I've had, lots of pairs until I wised up. You get a pair, you wear them out really fast. They're expensive as hell. They wear out really fast, especially if you're a daily hiker. I mean, if you're a casual hiker, you hike once a year, then fine, get Merrells. They'll last 10 years. But if you hike every day, you blow through a pair in 3 months. Earplugs, foamies, you need these. These will save your Camino. If you don't have them, your sleep will be disrupted by snoring in the albergues. With these, albergues are tolerable. Without these, albergues are a freaking nightmare, okay? Unless you sleep like the dead. I had a roommate that used to sleep with his eyes open. And he could sleep through his alarm, he could sleep through everything. So he probably doesn't need these, but I need these. Small roll of duct tape, okay? This could save the day. And my adapter for, this is Europe and Asia, right? And so this only adapts the plug. This doesn't change any voltage or anything. It just adapts the plug. So you can plug your phone charger into the socket in Europe and Asia. And I'm headed to Asia. More shoelaces. And that's it. So we'll be hiking in Loa Trekkers, and I'm going to snow seal them. They're nice and clean right now. I spent some time cleaning them up, and I need to snow seal them, and I might do a video on that. Okay, so let's flip it over and open up the front, the top. Okay, socks. We're talking socks here. I have 3 beautiful pairs of hiking boot socks. I will be wearing hiking boots. These are brand new. These are REI. These are REI. These are Costco. I made a video about these, and assuming Costco was still selling them, but I was in Costco lately and I haven't seen these, so I don't know if they're still selling them or not. But I have 3 beautiful pairs of socks. You want 1 pair on, 1 pair dirty, and 1 pair clean, and that's it. That's all you're carrying. These are 78 grams a piece, a pair. So that's, what is that, 225 grams? That's considerable, right? I'm also bringing tennies, and I haven't decided which brand of tennies yet. And so I went to Macy's and got, these are actually footies, and I've worn these a couple times, and they're great. And so these will be, I'm bringing 3 pairs of these, and that's for tennies, for running around after the hiking day. And if my boots fail, I can, switch to my tennies. And I'm going to get an A6, a pair of A6 with a heavy tread, some trail running trainer from A6. Because I think I can do that with the backpack. But that would not be my default position. My default position would be my Loa Trekkers, best boot on the planet. And these have seen some, check out that heel. I've done a lot of walking on these. Lots of walking. Anyway, so those won't be in my pack. Those will be on my feet. The tennies will be in my pack. And 3 pairs of footies. So the rule is 1 pair on, 1 pair dirty in your backpack, and 1 pair clean in your backpack. And somebody else I heard say only 2 pairs. Do what's on and a dirty pair in your backpack. And that's just, I think you spend too much money doing laundry. Okay, so shell. I'm going to start walking on May 17th. I have no idea what the weather is going to be. I suspect it's going to be pretty good, pretty warm. I probably won't need a fleece, but a shell. This is brand new, North Face. And it's breathable. It's not waterproof. It's also not Gore-Tex. And it was, 50% off. So I think I paid $60 for it. So nice shell, just mostly for wind. And if it rains a little bit, whatever. This thing, actually, am I going to have this? Yeah, I will have, this will be on my body. It's a passport thingy. Yep. So this will be around my waist, and it won't be my backpack, but it'll be around my waist. And this is the pocket. This is where I have my credential, my guidebook, some food, my camera, a compass. This goes around my waist in front. My backpack goes on over the top of this. So I buckle underneath it. I buckle underneath it with my backpack. But you're going to want this for food and, old peanuts. Easy access stuff, so you don't have to take your backpack off all the time. And I quickly discovered that I couldn't stop for lunch. I would get a side ache and it would kill my day. And so I grazed all day. I would just graze. I would, get up in the morning and I would walk for 8 hours and drink water and eat whatever you can get on the trail. Sometimes it's a Kit Kat bar, sometimes it's a plantain. There aren't any bananas. It's all plantains. Cashews. You look for whole grain cookies, slow burning, good quality food at the grocery store the night before. So my hat. Okay, so this is super important. I love this hat. This hat, shell, 100% nylon sweatband, 100% Cool Max polyester, large, extra large. It has a tie in the back, so it's not under your chin. And the cool thing about this is that it will, the brim will do whatever you want it to. But if you're going uphill and you're sweating and you're facing down, all of your sweat goes into the headband and runs out the front of the bill, so you don't have it running down your face. And that was really nice. Really, really nice. And it keeps the sun off of you also. And it's like almost nothing. It keeps the sun off and you don't overheat. And yeah, great hat. One of the best things I own. This was like $18 at REI. It's just fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. This is laundry organization. Underpants, socks. You can just find the bag and just pull it out and that's what you have. Okay, so micro fleece towel. This is fabulous. You can use this in the shower, and then when you get out of the shower, you just lay it over your backpack, and it'll dry out before you pack it later that evening. Micro fleece towel, wonderful, fabulous. It weighs nothing. High-tech undies. Okay, so these are the kind of thing that you can take off, you can rinse them out by hand, you can give them a shake, boom, and put them back on. And ex officio, Under Armour, and another ex officio. So these will be the underpants that I will be carrying with me. Really, high-tech stuff. So, one of the things that you'll quickly discover is that the albergues look like, base camps on Everest. Seriously, people are pretty high tech, you know, and they're going for the lightweight, good quality stuff. Here is, this is called a buff, and hang on a second. So toe socks, and I don't know why I have these. These are going to Asia with me. Might be going to Asia with me. They probably will. So these will go in my duffel bag, but won't end up in my backpack. So actually I should separate that out right now. Buff, and I had this with me. It doesn't weigh anything. And if you find yourself in serious sun and or tons of wind, I mean, this is only a single layer, but you can really protect yourself if you need to. You know, put the mask on, put this on, put the hat on, put your glasses on. If, you know, conditions get super severe, if it's pouring rain, this might help, might not. Anyway, I had it with me. I've used these often in the cold, never in the desert, but I see people fly fishing with these all the time, covering up their ears. You know, that's what happens. People are starting to get, I mean, they're protecting their faces and with a baseball hat and stuff, but they're starting to get the tips of their ears clipped off because they weren't paying attention to them all their lives. So anyway, not sure if I'll bring this. I probably will. It doesn't weigh anything. Probably not. Probably not. I don't know. That is going to Asia with me, though. That might come handy on a boat. So here's my big fleece towel. The other one I probably won't take with me. Excuse me, not fleece towel. My micro fleece towel. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to stop my camera and start it again to create a new file. Okay. Water bottles. So these 2 empty water bottles are a lot lighter than this. A lot lighter than this. I think this is 100 ounce. These are 64 total, 232s. You know, you can carry more water, but this, who needs it? I mean, I just don't, I didn't use it before, and I just discovered weighing all this stuff. I pulled out my scale and started weighing things. I have a gram scale, and that weighs a lot more than this. These two are, and I forget what the numbers are, but it's like 30 grams, you know? So these are the cat's meow, the cat's pajamas, Nalgene bottles, and they fit right here. Oh, can you see? They go right here while you're walking. So they're easy to get to. Super easy to get to. You don't have to take your pack off. Taking your pack off and putting it back on is a pain in the ass. These are wonderful. You will put these around your neck. You will do that and tie them around your neck, and in the heat and in the sun and in the cold and everything. They're just nice to have there. They're just really nice to have there. I have 3 of them. They don't weigh much. My own pillowcase. Yes. I use this every night, and I washed it every 3rd day. And I put this on their pillows. And I didn't have any real bug issues. No bed bugs, no bed bug bites, no scabies. I had a friend that got scabies. That was just like scary. I've had scabies twice. Nightmare. Okay, so here's the other pants. These are zip off at the knee pants, and I may travel in these, but I don't know. I might travel in these and then switch. But I suspect I won't need long pants at all in Spain. At all, period. But they're nice to have. I did spend 4 days walking in sideways rain, and I had these on. And these performed beautifully because only the half of me that was getting wet from the sideways rain got wet. This water didn't migrate in these at all. It just stayed put, and that was nice. So this is a backpack cover. If you get into bad weather, this is voila. This goes over your pack, so you don't have to wear a poncho. Between this and this, I'm protected from the rain. All my stuff is. And this is a hostel rated down sleeping bag. From Maria. I don't know if you know, probably a lot of Brits are going to be watching this, and I don't know if you guys have. Oh, so here's a little tiny stuff sack that I can use for this, but space isn't a problem. I mean, I have a 56, this thing's huge. This, oh yeah, it's a 58 liter backpack. And the reason I bought it is because it's long enough for my torso. I carry all my weight on my hips, and the straps only just keep it to my body. So you carry all your weight on your hips, so your torso, your pack has to be the same length as your torso, basically. So that's this. So this is just the loose bag for my sleeping bag. This is a stuff sack if I really want to shrink it, which I'm going to leave behind. And here's my bag. It's a nice bag. It's a called Travel Down. Good 45 degrees. Made by REI. And fabulous bag. You know, this was $100 maybe. Oh, I was saying, I don't know if the Brits have REI. I don't think they do. Recreation Equipment Incorporated. They have a website. You know, you can probably get anything you can there. Okay, so there's that. That's it. Okay, so what's here? Okay, so that's that. I have a couple more things to add. Okay, so this is the primary cover. It's an REI tech shirt. They have vents in the back. They have mesh inside. They block the sun. You can unfurl the collar so it goes way, way, way up in case you run into awful conditions, and put a kerchief around this. You can roll the sleeves up, you can leave them down. They're made out of, what are they made out of? Let's find out. 100% nylon, 100% polyester, made in China, men's XL. Care, machine wash, cold, gentle, cycle, do not use bleach or fabric softener, drip dry or tumble dry. These have been laundered 100 times by me. So which color do you like best? Beige or blue? Match my eyes. Ah. So these are coming with me. And so the other thing, heat can be a problem. So these, I'm debating on whether to bring one or two. Probably just one. And if I'm thinking that the weather is going to, get really hot, I might dump one of those shirts for another one of these. So I might add one of these as I go along and get rid of one of those. And you just leave it at an albergue. So I have a whole bunch of these, and they all weigh about the same, but there's going to be one of them that's lightest, and that's the one I will bring. Maybe this old beater. And these are golf shirts, high performance golf shirt. And they breathe beautifully, and they keep the sun off, and you can sweat through them. So this is like perfect for hiking. Perfect for hiking these all the time. So I'm not coming home. I am heading to Asia, and I have a big duffel bag. Okay, so I just packed my pack. It's right here, ready to go. My 2010 Circa Osprey. Beautiful pack, beautifully designed pack, just amazing. So this is what I'm traveling with, and like I said, I'm going to Asia after, so everything that I have with me is going in my Swiss Army backpack and this. And so I have to get my backpack, which is this, into here. Oh shit. I'm glad I'm doing this now instead of 2 days before, when I might have to really rethink what I'm doing here. But this will go in, this will fit in here. Yeah. And then hiking boots and other clothes. So other clothes are going to be probably more polos, shorts. I'm going to have, you know, a couple more pairs of cargo shorts with me because I'm going to Asia. Flip-flops, these kind of polos, and that's about it. I think the places where I'll be living in Asia are furnished, and so I might have to pick up some cooking things, but other than that, you know, what am I going to have? I'm going to have camera, glasses, sunglasses, and that stuff. And another fleece. I want a little heavier fleece because there's a good likelihood I'm going to go into Nepal, and I don't know what kind of altitudes I'm going to run into, but so I want comments, please, at the bottom of this video, down below. Tell me what you think. If you have better ways of packing, by all means, let me know. I am open for anything. Am I carrying too much stuff? I mean, it seems to me like, hang on, I'll weigh this. I have my scale here. Hang on, I'll weigh it. Okay, so I'm going to jump on my scale and see how much I weigh. Holy shit, 225. Okay. And I'll put this on. Okay, so this is on me. It's on me, right? I'm only allowed 23 kilograms on the flight for baggage to check. 23 kilograms, which is what? 2.2 pounds times 23, 50 pounds roughly. So let's see how much this weighs. Oh, well, hell. I'm at 241, so this only weighs 16 pounds. Plus water. So that's fabulous. Ah, that's fabulous. So that's it, I guess. That means, okay, so that's good to know. That's 16 pounds plus, how much does this thing weigh? This weighs about 3 pounds. So that's great. That means I can carry some stuff to Asia. And when I get to Spain, I will get to Sahagún. That's going to be my starting point. That's where I left off. And I will send my duffel bag with the stuff that I'm not going to be using on the Camino ahead. It'll have this here. Like, this is full of crap. And I haven't weeded this out yet. This has got a ton of stuff in it and it's heavy. And I'm going to weed this out, but I will have that. That will have... Maybe I won't have that, you know? I'll have to think about that. Although I love that backpack. It's a great backpack. For camera, computer, charging equipment, batteries, other tech, cables. I mean, that's kind of why it's heavy right now. It's full of cables. It's full of, you know, Cat 5 stuff and HDMI cables and anything you can hook a laptop up to a TV or to a monitor. I will be leaving May 15th. I will be in Spain until July 20th, when I'm going to fly from either Madrid or Barcelona to Bangkok. And I have a visa for Vietnam from August 20th to February 20th. So I'm going to spend 6 months in Asia. I'm probably going to base myself in Da Nang. And then if I feel like staying, I really would like to spend some time in Phuket. So I'm retired and I'm off. I am off to go spend a bunch of time in Asia, go around the world. And I've spent a month in Japan, and I've spent a ton of time in Europe, but I've never connected the two behind the globe. And so I've wanted to, and when I was in Japan, I really wanted to, I made a commitment to myself to spend more time in Asia because it's just so interesting. It's so interesting. Oh my God, the stuff they do. I mean, walking around Tokyo, well, this is another video, why I'm going to Asia. Anyway, so sayonara.